Well, I saw this event growing over time, from being just like predominantly being focused on Central and Eastern Europe to being a global event that is gathering a lot of people from different parts of the world and covering topics that are just like of broader interest to, say, the overall banking community. So I saw just like year after year changing the focus, having an agenda that is much more refined, covering new developments in technology, new developments in emerging business models, new players coming, and it's a real way for it's a very good way to also understand how the borders of our industry are changing. Well, if I go back to a few years ago, there were just like vendors that were presenting solutions. So solutions being like software and system integration. Now vendors are just like trying to resonate much more with banks. They're just like trying to really address what are the pain points. It's a conversation that is developing at a much more equal level. With a more mutual exchange of ideas and insights. And this is like something that I've seen. I was surprised this year to see vendors and really by looking at their presentation saying, oh, but this is a presentation that can be delivered by a bank or by a fintech or by an emerging player. And this is very interesting development that I see this happening last year and this year as well. I would say a big change in the way mobile fits in the overall customer experience framework. So it's no longer, say, an ancillary channel being second to the internet banking, but is getting at the very core of the banking experience. It's a way to help bank try and build up some barriers before PSD2 comes into play, because it's the fastest way to build up frequency of interaction and to nurture a relationship that will be at risk once PSD2 is enforced. And I would say also mobile banking is opening up, and we saw a couple of very interesting presentations today, like number N26 presentation is opening up to APIs from third parties, integrating services that can be financial or non-financial services. There were also quite a few presentations by more traditional banks about how mobile is the platform for just like fostering monetization of financial and non-financial products. No, I think that mobile is indeed the primary channel of interaction that customers have with the bank, but I also think that mobile is deeply transforming the way customers interact with the bank. So understanding mobile first as a way just like to put an emphasis on a channel instead of looking at the broader ecosystem where mobile is happening, it would be a little bit too far-fetched. And I also think that going back to what Google CEO said last week, we're moving away from a mobile-first age and we're entering into an AI age. And I think this is pretty much like what I wanted to mean. It's not to say that we have to rush into artificial intelligence, but still is that we have really to understand what's happening around us. The huge amount of new technology that is coming into the banking arena is going to reconfigure the way customers will interact.